Well, the show Fun Home follows the story of Alison Bechdel throughout her life as she is working to put together her graphic novel under the same name. So it's a really fun hodgepodge of memories from all aspects of her life coming back as she's working through the death of her father and writing this graphic novel.
So there are three Alisons because it is basically a show about someone looking back on their life and recalling memories from different significant points in her life to create this memoir and create this story. And so the three different Alisons serves as like a physical representation of that memory rather than just it being a one-woman show of a soliloquy of here's my life. It gives a physical look into her life.
The costumes and the design of this world is really, really fascinating. I remember seeing our costume designer Cassie's designs and how she pulled techniques directly from Alison's cartoons. The one thing that's really fascinating about Alison's art style is that she mostly goes black and white with a hit of color. So for Alison's outfit, I am wearing a lot more of neutrals with like a reddish, whitish flannel, which pays homage to her art style, which I think is so cool. And the use of colors is very, very important, both within the set and within the other characters within the show, which I think is super cool.
I think speaking in terms of the set, our scenic designer, Victor Schonk, has done an amazing job of just creating a hodgepodge of different things that really just alludes to the underlying themes of the show, pretty much the underlying chaos within everything and disorganization and working with our meta-theatrical approach to the script and those sorts of things. So working in this space, especially while it's being built and developed, has just really been building blocks on top of establishing who Medium Alison is for me in a meta-theatrical sense and how that can relate to me talking about the girl that I'm interested in, even though I'm in the living room of my old childhood house.
Been nice. I remember our first day that we were rehearsing and we were doing music, and there was just a moment where there was this really great moment in a song and a couple of our actors hugged because it was just a really nice moment, and I kind of almost got emotional because that was something that we hadn't been able to do for so long, like just hugging or like being able to express emotion like in that way. It's been very nice to kind of get back to normal, very refreshing.
What drew me to Fun Home was the sort of layered approach to not only storytelling, but sort of queer storytelling in general, because you have more than one sort of queer narrative happening in this story, which I think is rare not only for musical theater, but sort of contemporary popular theater at large. And for me, being a member of the LGBTQ community, it's really refreshing to not only see that sort of story being told on stage, but also to have it be part of universities like main stage season.
In production meetings, we were talking a lot about the idea of Alison kind of traveling through her memories and being not quite there all the time, but being a separate force within her own memories. So one of the things I'm doing for that is I am doing actually just a different color tone on adult Alison compared to the other Alisons. The other Alisons are in a colder white light to mimic the idea the fun home that they're living in is a bit more of a museum than a really lived-in space.
I want the audience to take away a newfound sense of acceptance because I think that is something that people do struggle with still when it comes to the LGBTQ community. And also like a new sense of like how the world is, that people are going to be who they are, and that's what makes them special.
Your swagger and your bearing and the just right clothes you're wearing, your short hair and your dungarees and your lace-up boots and your keys, oh, your ring of keys. I